I get it.
You get it.
I get it.
What do you get?
I get the swagger of bald.
Can you explain what?
You get it.
There's a bit of aura.
Okay.
Because I don't care how I look anymore.
Is that it?
I don't give a frick.
Yeah.
I look freaking ugly as hell.
Right.
Okay?
Do you think that?
So when I walk into a room now, it's all about commanding power without my looks.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
He's actually kind of spitting, and it's not because of a bald thing, but I've always held this idea that I take pictures of myself and I'll look as ugly as possible, and it makes it that much more impressive when like a girl likes me.
Is that what you're feeling?
I walked into a coffee shop and I stood in line.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing something similar.
Similar.
I was wearing a tank top
Okay.
with the Sea Dog VA merch pajamas, which have monkeys grabbing bananas, and it's baby blue. And Lakers Crocs.
All over? Are they all over?
They're repeating.
Yeah. Okay.
Repeating, of course.
So
Right.
You remember when, just a quick aside, when Ludwig was like, you can't wear cream and white together.
He did.
He was wearing
did say that.
Lakers Crocs, baby blue pajama pants
with monkeys on them.
with monkeys with bananas
Covered in monkeys.
and that tank top.
Furry, please.
I'm furry.
We are not restricted to color coordination.
I see.
Us three,
I see.
you don't get
I
it.
see.
3?
You
Us
don't
three,
get
yes.
it.
Sirs, especially the woman over here. I'm really sorry about that. In a society, if this was a society, would I be your king or would I be the slave?
There's 3 of us.
and you would be
What
three
do you think would
kings.
happen?
Yeah.
What
there's-
power do you command?
There are always less kings and citizens.
Yeah.
But okay,
You are helping my argument.
this goes back to the old riddle. You know, there's a
Goes back to the old
the
riddle.
old riddle. Of
I would love
course.
to hear the old riddle.
I would love it. Sorry.
Could you say
And
how
do tell.
could you say it how
Tell
they
the
said
old
it?
riddle.
Say how they said it.
There's a mercenary in the middle of a room. In front of him is a priest, a rich man, and a king. And the question is, who has the power over the mercenary?
Who was the second one? The priest?
A priest, a rich man, and a king. And who?
It's a trick. The mercenary holds all the power.
That's right, bitch.
And you have 2 akimbo
Oh,
weapons.
fuck. Oh, shit.
The mercenary holds the power.
Even when you know it's fake, when a gun is pulled on you,
It's not. I don't like it.
It's not a fun experience.
It's
I
no,
know.
so
it-
now what? Right?
well,
So now you're sucking my penis.
You're
is that what
sucking
you
his
would use your
penis.
power for?
The mercenary would be like, okay,
But hold on,
rich man, you're sucking it. Priest,
Finger
you're
in my
stroking
asshole.
the
Finger in my.
Okay, so just
king,
to
you're stroking the
just
nuts.
to understand this, in your analogy, I am the king. I just don't have power.
You're not the king. You're one of these 3 guys. You're probably a priest.
He
pussy.
could be the
Okay,
king.
I'm the priest.
Yeah.
Worst case, 33%. He's the king.
Yeah. I mean, a rich man, I think, was the best idea here because that's still useful to the king, but it's all series of, levels of control. Anyway, yeah, you would be.
I am a king with magic. And I activate force field.
Fuck, dude, it's not even working.
Bing, 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 bing. They're bouncing off my force field.
You know what's funny? I put that in my waistband as I was like, I'll pull this out eventually, and you guys gave me the perfect setup.
I think if you were to chart a graph of if all of us had a prop gun and needed an opportune time to pull it out for comedy, I feel like yours comes out first in every timeline.
Yeah, you're the Michael Scott of this group.
I don't think you could. You know the experiment where they give kids a marshmallow and they say if you don't eat your marshmallow, you can have 2 later.
Yeah.
But if you eat it now, you get it now. And like,
I eat it so fast.
and there's a measurement of like all sorts of genetics and wealth, what chooses what kid will. You are just eating the
I
marshmallow.
eat the marshmallow instantly.
You're
I
eating
don't-
other kids'
Yeah,
marshmallows.
no, I find other marshmallows to eat.
And then
No, I
later,
didn't eat it.
Holding the other kids at gunpoint and stealing their marshmallow.
That's what we should be doing.
He's the mercenary.
wait, 2 marshmallows in front of Aiden. What is this? The Yard podcast?
Okay.
Is he back?
Is he back?
He's gonna
Does
be-
he know?
Look, I feel simultaneously weak and powerful around you guys.
Do you feel weaker or more powerful with him beside
You should feel the weakest, I think.
I'm riding the fence, really.
It's funny because I was trying to do the math last night when I was driving home after shaving his head bald as to fuck.
Whose
and
head?
Yours,
Oh,
Ludwig.
right. Yeah, I was there.
You were there. It was your head, and I was like, if I shave my head to tonight, or no, if I don't shave my head, do I have more hair than him technically? And is it the first time in human history where I have more hair than Ludwig?
Well, no.
And I
The 50 years before I was born.
That's crazy. You're 30.
And once again,
You're 30 and I'm 34.
29, buddy.
Also, you
29.
know what?
Let's go.
Dead ass at Pat's house, you had the most fucked up Blue Lives Matter haircut. I think I had more hair than you at that time. I really do.
Yeah.
That was a very high and tight. It was
kept
like
on
the one
tight.
you meme that you face apped, but it was real. That was Pat's house. I still remember that haircut.
When
I've
I
been
met
thinking
you,
about Blue Lives Matter.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I think the flag's all wrong.
Why?
Because they do the line.
Yeah.
yeah.
But the line's just random. What?
No,
Why
it's
the line?
not. It calls back
Isn't
to a
it-
phrase called the thin blue line, which implies that without the thin blue line of police officers, society would go into chaos.
collapse.
Yeah, but it's
That's what it means.
The 13
You don't know-
line-
you didn't
the-
know that, and now you look stupid.
The 13 lines are the 13 colonies.
Yeah.
So
One
like,
of them's Maryland.
So it's just like, yeah, is the line just New Hampshire or Delaware? And then they're like, no, it's a thin blue line, and there's already blue in the flag.
The police of the 14th colony.
Right.
well, one of the stars is also a skull.
They do that? No. That'd be tight.
would
It's
be-
50 skulls.
That's what it could have been. It could have been 50.
skulls.
One
Oh,
Punisher
dude.
skull for each
Prestige
state.
flag.
Redo
Dude,
the flag.
we could make the dopest flag ever.
Thank you.
We could make $1 billion. We could do, all right, all the stars are Punisher skulls, and
It's all grayscale except for the blue behind the Punisher logo. You keep the blue.
50 Punisher skulls in one maple leaf. Because we've taken them.
Yeah, a Punisher skull maple leaf combo. It's a skull shaped like a leaf.
And then
Out
at
of bone.
the bottom of the flag, a silhouette of a man with a gun and just a dog cowering.
A cowering chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it says +1.
And then it's holographic, so the chihuahua shivers.
Yeah. If
Each
you pull
line
that.
on the flag represents 1 million dogs that the police have killed.
Slain.
and it's like the old Chiefs logo.
Hey,
You can make this.
let's not talk about my fucking people like that.
What people?
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of looking like fitting in with them today.
Oh my
What are you
God.
talking about?
I feel like since I'm bald, I'm kind of a
Racist,
cop guy.
skinhead.
Yeah.
Also, this flag we can make entirely in the Halo 3 banner maker.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I promise.
Oh, by the way, so I'm in this coffee line, wearing pajamas,
Looking good.
looking good, and I spot Nick, who has the most hair in this room.
He does.
And
You have more hair than ever,
And
actually.
more than ever. And anyway, I see him and I just start looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at him. And I'm there. And he's not noticing me. And he's looking past me. he's like
You're
doing
invisible.
like if you're me, he's going.
That's awesome.
And it takes him until he's about to leave to recognize me.
For real?
And then
Yes,
he
this all
walks.
happened. I didn't want to spoil it. This all happened.
Wow.
And then he walks up for real and he goes, "You look bad." And that's the first words he says to me.
I will say,
I was gonna say it loud enough for people to hear, and then instead I got close and whispered it to him
why? Because I would have done the first thing immediately.
because I know they know.
I know they know too, which is the power you have with
Let
bald.
me touch it. Let me touch it.
Is it the power?
Yeah. It's
Yes, I
coming.
do think it's
Oh, feels so
power. I do think it's
good.
power because I walked in that place and I made it my bitch because I walked out instantly.
Do you
Went to
think
the
I
shop.
do that?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I do
You think
think
I do that to place?
I
When,
think
when he walks into the Jimmy John's and he orders and then he looks to his right and whoever with him is his wife. That's his
Yeah.
power.
I think that's exactly what I was thinking. Is when you turn to Aiden, you go, "This is my wife."
she also wants a beach club on
I
wheat.
installed the chip in her yesterday. She quakes like crazy. I think when you do
She
that,
has a chip in her pussy. Diet Coke, please now.
Diet Coke.
if you were more like visually presentable, you wouldn't do that.
What a crazy thing to call
How
me.
can I phrase it? How can I phrase it better?
presentable.
How can I phrase it better?
no,
crazy.
no.
Find me a phrase. I can't phrase it.
No, I
Dude,
can't.
If you were like less to repulse, like
Thank you. Can I not say this? I have less hair than
but
you.
you're gonna grow it. You
And then
don't.
I'll-
You're,
and then
you're,
I'll-
you're a
and then-
tourist.
Let me say
you're literally a tourist.
the one big difference between you and him right now is that once you can grow a beard like that, it changes everying.
It does.
You think so?
oh,
it changes
yeah, it changes
It
everything.
changes everything because if he goes
do you
upside down, it looks.
It's
You go from racist skinhead to Brooklyn writer. Like
the beard.
did
The beard.
glasses, probably.
It's a toothpick. It's the toothpick,
Toothpick
changes
changes
everything,
everything.
for bald people.
You know, I've looked at closely at that picture. It's more than the toothpick.
No, it's not. It's that
You like got a haircut.
you
and
get
all-
you get past that too at some point, and you go, well, the toothpick incited the confidence. like how like that's how he was able to go out and make changes in his
Right.
life. It's kind of like, you know, if you've been unhoused for a while and you haven't showered and you haven't, it's harder to get your job again, right? Than someone
Yeah.
who
Sure.
it's the same thing. The toothpick.
Leg up.
The toothpick is the affluence.
And that's the beard of the bald.
It's the beard of the bald.
What if you're unable to build a beard of a bald?
If you like him,
Right here, guilty.
then you have to rely on looking like the guy from Prison Break.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
do have to just have a chiseled face.
You just have to. I was thinking about this. It's like,
get
well,
strong.
no one says Jason Statham is ugly.
No, okay. This is funny because this gets brought up a lot. In the bald tunnel hole you go into when you start losing your hair.
Yeah.
Go on all these forums.
I've been Googling stuff.
You remember when Hank Green was like, you know the thing, right?
The first time you Google it, it's like, I have a friend who's balding. What should he do?
Yeah. And they say, welcome, brother.
Well, yeah, your phone shuts off and you get a new jailbroken display for balds.
Yeah, it's Bald OS.
Welcome to Bappel.
You get bald Uber. A lot of these forums and things will be like, dude, it's okay. You're going to be fine. Look at these guys. And it's literally 3 people. It's like Bruce Willis, Jason Statham, and Prison Break guy.